Society pressures you to chase girls, shame virgins, and glorify alpha males. But let's not talk about that today. Let's talk about relationships in their healthy, actual form. Why they matter. Why they're worth growing for. And no, I'm not talking about swiping endlessly on Tinder. Let's start at the beginning. As a human, you have basic needs. Food, sleep, sex. Sure, but not just those. You're also a social creature, which means you've got this sneaky-ass extra need, connection with the external world. In simpler terms, your beautiful, chaotic, complex inner world wants to exist alongside the outside world. A world that, honestly, couldn't care less about your authentic self. And if you don't find a way to resolve that conflict, you spiral. You end up with all the classic destructive thoughts. I'm a misunderstood genius. This world is rotten. Or maybe I am just a loser. So where do relationships come in? Well, they're one of the best, most sincere ways to resolve this conflict. Here's the thing. In a real relationship, you show yourself. Not your social masks, not your polished CV, but you. Your actual self. The vulnerable stuff. The stories you've never told anyone. Like something messed up that happened at 11. That's the magic of intimacy. You stop performing. You start being. And it's not just about telling cool or tragic stories. It's about shared experience. About doing life together. Watching how the other person acts. Not just what they say. And the more of those shared moments you have, the closer you get. The more you're seen. The more your internal world stops feeling like a burden and starts being understood. But here's the real kicker. This goes both ways. She opens up too. She shares her flaws, her motives, her insecurities. You become each other's mutual, closest witness. Now yeah, you can find parts of that in close friendships or even with your parents, but they lack two key ingredients that only romantic relationships have. Exclusivity, the agreement that you're her guy and she's your girl. And equality, not like the parent-child dynamic where one has inherent authority, but a shared space where neither dominates. This is what makes it real. But let's get one thing straight. There's a huge difference between the benefits of a relationship and the problems that come with getting into one for the wrong reasons. On one hand, yes, a good relationship helps resolve that inside-outside world conflict. You open up, you're seen, you're accepted. She finds you funny, sexy, unique. Your inner world feels recognized. But here's the tricky bit. That self-understanding, that self-worth, it has to come from you. A lot of people crave relationships because they want someone to finally see them, love them, make sense of them. But let's be honest, that desire usually grows from the fact that you haven't learned to love or understand yourself. So what happens? People get into relationships not out of mutual respect, but out of fear of being alone. And that's when they end up in codependent disasters, where they cling to each other, not from love, but from panic, from desperation. And that might look romantic at first. We're one soul, we're inseparable. But at the first real conflict or breakup, full-blown anxiety, emotional paralysis. Think I'm exaggerating? Then explain why so many kind, smart, beautiful girls date absolute assholes. Or why so many decent, chill guys end up dating manipulative wrecks. Exactly. So before chasing relationships, solve the big question first. Who are you? Not who she wants you to be, not who you wish you were. Who are you? Really. And don't expect a girl to fix your self-worth. If your looks make you insecure, don't wait for a girl to call you handsome and save you from your complexes. That's not how it works. Even if we want to believe it. Everyone has their own way of handling this. Some hit the gym. Some go to therapy. Some get a fresh cut and level up their grooming. But at the end of the day, you decide to act. Now, someone from the front row might ask, but aren't there studies saying relationships improve mental health and emotional stability? Yeah, totally. That's legit. Relationships can help. Bipolar symptoms in remission, better life satisfaction, etc. But let's be honest, relationships come and go. And as much as we want to believe this time it's forever, there are no guarantees. You could get dumped tomorrow. You could wake up and realize you're done. And here's the thing I noticed. People search how to get a girlfriend way more than how to love. That's why the next set of videos is going to be about love, why it matters, why it's worth learning, why it's tied to purpose. Now, let's talk love. Imagine buying a car you saved up for, dreamed of. You pass your driving test and boom, you get your black Renault Logan. At first, you're thrilled. You brag. You flex. You feel great. But after a week, a month, 2, you settle. You adjust. The car is now just your car. Same with relationships. You can't stay high forever off the new love feeling or the hot girlfriend validation. Eventually, that fades. And that's when real love begins. Because love isn't just a feeling. It's not infatuation. It's not some magic word. Love is a skill. It's the ability to give your time, your care, your money, your patience to someone who matters to you. And that's why love is powerful. It shows who you really are, what you're made of, what you stand for. But, and this is important, you don't give to earn someone's love. You don't treat love like a loyalty points program. You give because you want to, because you enjoy making her happy. That's it. Now let's talk about being loved. Love isn't a one-way street where you're this hyper-capable guy doing everything while she just claps. She's got to be there too, supporting you during tough times, not just acting like she's above you. Seems obvious, but dudes forget this. They forget themselves. They handle 80% of the emotional weight in a relationship. Solve every problem, always initiate, and bottle up all their own pain. But you deserve care too. You deserve comfort. Don't act like you're so self-sufficient you don't need it. And if you're still single and just dating, don't project your ideal girlfriend onto someone who doesn't care. If she's not even into your hobbies or ideas during the first few dates, she won't suddenly become supportive later. Another little thing. Relationships also give you safety, comfort. After a long day, you know someone's waiting. Someone who misses you. Someone who's ready to watch a dumb show, talk about Minecraft or death anxiety, depending on your mood. That sense of emotional home is one of the most important things in life. And over time, as she starts understanding your weirdness, fears, hopes, you build that mutual witness thing again. You build something real. In long-term relationships, people don't love each other because they're perfect. They fall for the quirks. They love some parts, and they accept the rest. But don't get it twisted. None of this comes easy. Getting to that level takes work. Endless swiping, awkward dates, unreturned texts, disappointments. And even once you're together, you still gotta maintain it. You'll need to trim your pubes, find a job, listen to irrational rants, set boundaries. Relationships, even great ones, take effort. Your mom tolerated your tantrums and forgot gym shoes. Your dad stayed calm when you blinded him with a flashlight in the bathroom. Your best friends drove across town to help build your PC or bail you out of drama. All real connections involve effort. They always will. The question is this person worth it? Is this the girl worth sitting up straight for, washing the dishes for, putting your shoes away for? If yes, then go for it.